All right, Nicole, let's talk a bit about the series. This will be the fourth meeting between Ohio State and Texas. They played 3 times previous, and they came into Ohio Stadium.
Don't go there, Don. We
And,
can forget
and,
about
and Bobby,
those.
I wasn't going to.
Forget about those.
I wasn't going to ask.
Forget about those.
You were on that team, but anyways, yeah, you remember it all too well, don't you?
Yeah, it was a great game. We had a chance to win, and we didn't win it. And
Yep.
so I tell them those games will haunt you till the day you die. So don't let that happen.
So they came into Ohio Stadium, they beat the Buckeyes, but then Ohio State went to Texas and returned to favor, and then they lost to them in a bowl game.
So the 2-1.
2-1, yeah, the Fiesta Bowl. You know, these are two, it's amazing that they've only played 3 times. These are 2 of the heavyweights of college football.
No, I really thought the same thing. When we were kind of looking at it, I said, they've only played that many times? I feel like, like you said, 2 of the biggest college football programs in the country, and they've only played 3 times. But what I love is that the beginning of next season was the first game on the schedule. Texas, Ohio State in August at the Shoe. I mean, I love that kind of this.
Spurts.
Yeah, I love that we're seeing this matchup in the playoffs, and it's going to give us that taste of what it could look like next year.
And Tim May, what I would say is I think we better get used to this because I think Ohio State, I think Texas, and I think some of these teams we're seeing, they're going to become frequent flyers here in the playoff world we're in.
Yeah, you don't know how many times they're going to meet and stuff, but I remember talking to Darryl Royal before they played in 2005. I spent an hour with him at his country club, and you know, I made the point he and Woody never wanted to play each other. They were pretty good friends and stuff. I also brought up to him, you know, that famous line, 3 things can happen when you throw the ball and 2 of them are bad. Everybody in Ohio State thought Woody invented that, and Darryl Royal told me, he goes, I never heard that sentence before it came out of my mouth. But yeah, they've had a lot in common through the years, but it's just stunning they've only played. This will be the 4th time. But you're right, with the expanded playoffs now, it could be quite frequent.
You know, I go back to that game, and I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. I was going to ask you, but, you know, what do you remember about that meeting? And it was a tight game.
It was an incredibly tight game. You know, Vince Young, I think, should have won the Heisman Trophy that year. It was back and forth. I do remember this. We had a touchdown we could have potentially caught. We had a 6-point lead, a field goal we missed, and then the famous pass from Vince Young to Lima Swede down the sideline, and we had a miscommunication in coverage. And it was so loud that our safety and corner had a hard time talking, and you know they weren't on the same page with that, and that was very tough. But you talk about these spurts, like James Laurinaitis, he played him 3 times in 4 years. Like it was highly clustered, and you know 2 of those times they were on the losing end. So I think he's trying to get back in the winning column once more.